Welcome to Satsang. All the changes that one experiences or sees belong to the body and the mind. So it is not who you are. It is belonging to the verb have, to have. I have a body, I have a mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. So, and everybody knows everybody has got even an experience of who he is. Only the mind has been confusing with all those belongings, who goes on changing. And yet, who knows that? Who knows that? The one who sees his body and mind changing, for example, who is it? There is there something permanent. Nobody will confuse. Everybody can know that experience. I've changed so much, one says, in my thinking, in my body. I go through so many stages of life. But it is the same one who knows it. Who is it? That one you will not know. That one you are it. That is the realization. You are what you are. And the confusion has to be dropped once you can hear. Whatever you can describe means changes. Whatever you can describe, it's not you. It happens, but it's not who you are. So the mind is so stubborn that he needs to hear it a lot, because he took a lot of wrong habits, thinking himself for something else. But one day, at once, one hears. Means the confusion is gone. The mind quietened about it, about this subjective question, about the search, about the liberation from illusion. Not that the illusion is gone, The confusion is gone. And later, even this difference between reality and illusion goes also, because it was the understanding of the mind, the clarity of the mind, which suddenly sees, oh, that's illusion, that is belonging to the body and the mind, then that also may go. That's why investigation is often advised to see this very simple experience. You see, I grow, and yet the same awareness is there. What we search is just to be the awareness that we already are. It is not to have another experience of freedom or of liberation. It's to be, liberation means to be liberated from wanting to grasp, to get experiences. If anything speaks to you, or if you want to see more for yourself, please tell.
Ganga?
Yeah.
I also didn't want to come today.
That's good. I said you don't need to come.
And yet I woke up this morning with this pain in the heart that pulled me here.
Pain in the heart is the past.
I want to.
Yeah. You're coming means that.
Okay.
Is the past. There was an occasion to go to past, isn't it? So it doesn't matter. It's a wave. It's a strong experience. Let it go. Let it free you. Doesn't need to come back. Don't hold it. Why do you hold it?
I don't.
No.
I don't.
Yes, don't hold it. You see, it gives a certain color, a personal color to the life, to old experiences, especially those rooted ones. So, feel free. Leave it from where it came. And as you can. You see, more you have a taste of freedom, more any painful experience will engage you. Yes, and it becomes unbearable, more painful even than before. But you have to know the mechanism. The mind, when the mind starts to activate itself, it brings things from the past. One may not more understand it, maybe. One may be aware of that. So, as I said, the mind changes all the time. So it's not because now you will have an experience of being freed in your mind that you have also to take that for you. So just remain quiet where you already are and where you are able to see those changes.
When this comes, what I feel today is it comes, but it cannot hold on anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just coming as that expression.
Okay. So you see,
Yes,
sometimes you cannot expect that it will never come again. If there is a circumstance, an occasion which brings the past, the body or the mind will react. But as you say, then it's just a reaction. It will pass. I think yesterday I said the habits of the mind can still be very strong. So when it looks, it disturbs, you just have to be quick and investigate, you see, investigate, to put things where they are already in proper place. Just to cut off these habits. They can come, but the power of it, the tyranny has to go. It has to be rooted out, tyranny of it.
impression that something in me has the impression that I'm always the same.
Yeah.
When I was 20, when I was 40, when I'm now 71, there is something that has the feeling it's the same age.
It has no age.
Yeah, okay. Is that
It's that.
a reflection of?
It's you. It's who you are. It has no age. That's why the mind will express always the same. You are it. You just are attracted by something else, by the appearances. And the body and the mind is part of the appearances. And that changes. So you see, you've not to search for who you are. You already are it. Only removing the hypnotism of the changes, one gets the illusion that one will get permanent pleasures or even this divine love that a few beings speak about, the experience, you see, it goes on changing. They know the absence of the divine love, and then they are in bliss when they are one with it, and they are they call it blissful pain, because they are in such a state. But you see, everything else goes on changing. All experiences goes on changing. What could be that which is aware of it, who can speak like that? It's that one searches. Because his mind gets exhausted to search. So the mind will stop this search the moment he can hear, I'm already myself. I just confused my body and my mind and the relation it has with the world, with others, for myself. So who you are never goes. It is the attention you put on things. And since things goes on changing, one believes in the end he has to search. So the company of the wise is very important. Means company of the wise or Satsang, which indicates the same, very important. To remind you what you already know.
Tanya?
Yes, of course. You understand, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
But my English is...
In the past, she had strong experience of freedom, of plenitude. But those experiences were gone.
Yeah.
So why those experiences,
Because my mind appears always to put an end.
She has the answer? You have the answer?
My English.
Your English is perfect.
No, it's not.
You have the answer. Why it went? Because the mind appeared and grasped it.
Put an end.
Yeah.
Like a child who called for her mother.
Yes.
Came
So you know the answer?
No, I don't know, because how can I get the impermanent state of fulfillment?
The permanent.
permanent?
Yeah.
No, how can I get the permanent state?
You mean, let me be clear, you mean how is it possible that this state is impermanent? You mean that?
No.
No, okay. Okay.
No.
And she asks, how can she make those
experiences?
Permanent.
Not experience, but plenitude, freedom, permanent. Because
yes, I know. But it's not gone. It's here. No, you are it. Only you look at your mind. You look at what your mind tried to grasp. First of all, you see already it's a translation to say plenitude and permanency and plenitude, she said, something like that. It's already a description, a quality you give to yourself. And of course, if you take it for it, if you say, in reality I'm plenitude and permanency, for example, you can be sure that it will go on changing, because those qualities, those descriptions belong to the reading, limited reading of your mind. So it becomes the contrary, it goes. Plenitude is absent, is not the same, and permanency becomes impermanency, and then the confusion is to run, to search, to go back there, to go back. No, you will again probably maybe have the same experiences, but they will be experiences, so they will also go. So the question is not like that. You have to hear me, that nothing has left you. Who you are is here. Just don't trust the reading of your mind. Its description may be right a second, the second it will be different. And if you trust that for who you are, you will be misled. And so you give the power to your mind instead of being freed from the tyranny of the mind. Yeah, that's much better. Yes. So don't worry, the mind will speak. You may be quiet for some time and then it speaks to you. It will speak. It will be quiet, it will speak. But don't trust the saying, the talks of the mind about who you are. He dies there. If he goes there, he has to disappear. And if he doesn't disappear, if he presents itself through qualities, he will tyrannize you. He will mislead you. So don't trust the mind. He will not say a single right thing. And when the mind gets a bit wise, then he will speak in paradox. It's permanent and impermanent, and even nor of the two. Then whatever happens to you doesn't matter. Permanency you know, impermanency you know, and it's none of the two. You're quite. Very nice.
Samsara with the mind.
So, same, mind, samsara, same. What is the translation of samsara? What goes on changing? Exactly. Very.
But even in state of moksha, in liberation, the mind was are always there, isn't it? But we don't we don't give value to the mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a state of
See yourself.
thank you.
I think a second ago it was much better than to go in the mind again.
Yeah.
But you open the door to ignorance, to samsara. And moksha is not a state.
Yes.
So, but moksha, state of moksha. He says, he doesn't speak well. Don't trust him. What is mind, you see? It's an appearance, but in fact it is who you are too, because it is of the same nature of who you are. But if you take the appearance forgetting from where it comes from, then it's an illusion. Otherwise, so there is no question. This question doesn't arise in moksha. You see?
Maybe I have to say more. Now I sit in front of you. I start seeing there's maybe still somewhere a concept I hold onto that has to do with an idea around that that there is a connection between pain and liberation. that through the suffering, through the pain, through the depths, through the intensity, all these things, that the forcing, all this, it can happen, you know.
Yeah, you are right in a way that the fire does it, but it's not well directed.
Yeah.
Then it cannot help in this way.
Yeah.
You see, the fire, excellent. You need that ingredient. You need to be in the company of the wise men. You need to have this fire for liberation. But the direction has to go back from where it comes, nowhere else.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you stay in the suffering.
There's something there.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
Yeah.
something there.
Okay. So that something can be dropped.
Yes.
Ever don't take it back. You see, this you confuse to have an interesting life and moksha. Moksha is about your being. You are already yourself. You don't need to feel it more intensely or not. It was an illusion to search for it. You just listen that very simple, very quietly.
I want to very much listen.
Okay, wonderful. It's good you put it there, you see. So all that was somehow too much to keep. So what a relief to empty oneself.
When I am quiet, it still remains something or someone who is aware of this keeping quiet. This is the eye, no? Is the eye?
The eye is asking, otherwise it's not the eye.
There is an
Be
awareness.
busy, be concerned to be this awareness itself. Who cares that eye is quiet or not? Why should he care that eye is quiet or not? Be concerned with the one who sees things. Let it be quiet, let it be not quiet. Be. That's what you are. Did you need to attain that? But you have to attain to be quiet. It's a fruit of some practice or some long search. And it's not permanent, isn't it? It's a liking, maybe. Maybe. But it's not who you are. Your mind is quiet. His body and mind may be quiet for a while. You are not the body and you are not the mind. That gives peace. Because you are freed to take care of this eye keeping quiet or not. Know yourself. And don't think that you are more yourself when you are quiet. We have a bag full of images, of likings, in fact. Can be swapped. That's why you see this Nisargadatta Maharaj, he had quite a genius saying. See, his consciousness. He said even prior to consciousness. Prior, because consciousness, you see, you are quiet, your mind is quiet, so suddenly you are aware that you are quite aware. You are aware that you are aware, in fact. But you have not to confuse I am aware with the what's aware, and what's aware to the mind when it's active, it will look that oh, I'm no more aware. You see, it has not even a shape of consciousness. It's prior to consciousness, which one should not so make a description. It's just an indication to say, don't be fascinated with awareness, because we make an image of awareness. You are ever yourself. Imagine, even when you were searching and in the darkness, the mind in darkness, you are ever yourself. That which knows the light, which knows you are in darkness, that's who you are. And it is the mind which searches, that is the illusion, that is the misunderstanding, the confusion. You are not the mind. To drop, to make it out how it is, or what it is. You are it. Translation will go on changing. Don't trust them. A lot of ideas, they just break the head. Huh? Yes. Idea will not stand here. No, not a single one, imagine. Not a single one.
No, the only thing, yesterday I had this, that some people like to climb mountains with their body and to like to jump and think, and you feed your body to be able to climb a mountain. And I thought, okay, and I have a mind which likes to climb the mountains, read books, be a philosopher, and I know it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not looking in that anymore.
Yeah.
It's my search. No more. It was. But
Yeah. Okay.
and still, my mind likes this beauty of nature and is finding out. Is very curious.
But you see, you know it, but you have not realized it. You know it is not because you read enough. You may have been having some glimpse of it and so on, but you have not realized. So, as long as you have not realized, you have not to look at a book anymore. Because if you follow your liking, the mind tyrannies you this way. And don't think you are freed from it.
No. But what
It's one thing to know. You see, in satsang, you can learn. Your mind can get clear, and you can have this experience. Okay, now I know, and by yourself, you can clear up yourself.
and it's still the mind.
It is still the mind. Huh?
And that's why I left satsang years ago, because you can be more and more sophisticated about being the awareness, and I am that, and but it's still the mind.
It is still the mind, you
And
see.
Isn't then the mind? It who knows that I'm not the mind.
But you
Isn't
can
it
learn that lesson, you see. Of course, if you are in this Advaitic circumstance, you hear, you may have, as I say, even an experience. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. And then after you get the knowledge of it and you repeat yourself like a mantra and so on, still it is a knowledge,
Yes.
still it is the mind.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not
And how
realization.
do I get out of this then?
You don't touch the mind anymore. Don't touch your knowledge. It's bullshit in the end, this knowledge. It has been very important according to steps, you see, but it is an hindrance. It is the hindrance. Because if you follow your liking, then you go on, okay, it's okay that you follow your likings. But if you want to free yourself, even likings, no more. What a distraction, what an illusion. No.
Yes. And yeah, yesterday you said something like, I think Papa, she liked to read books and things.
No, but...
And I thought, okay, then...
Yeah, you do like it.
No, it's not even
It's-
read books, it's writing
Yeah, but let's
down,
not... You understood
understand.
what I said?
I think I understood,
I'm sure.
yes. I
But you
only
prefer to... Yeah, still what?
when you spoke, I saw myself really in like a cage. I make myself with my thoughts and my philosophy and Advaita and everything. And I'm still, I'm not sure how to break out.
That's what I say. There is only one way, very easy. You know it is still the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you the mind? Is it the mind which will be your tool to reach enlightenment?
No.
No. So drop it. Even if you like that aspect of your mind, it was a long habit of companionship. Drop it now. Be alone. I want to realize myself. For that you need a split second to be alone. To say no to likings, for example. You need strength for that, fire.
And who is saying, I want to stop this? Who is
The one who suffers, the one who feels encaged.
And it's still the mind.
Yes, it is still the mind.
So the mind likes to stop too. in a
Of
way.
course, when the mind, that's why one searches for freedom, otherwise you can search for pleasures, what the world does, you see, with illusions. But at some point, if you search for freedom, it means the mind has tried a lot in the world. He's exhausted. No, he's fed up. I am fed up. I'm exhausted. I don't know the exit. And then he hears, with the mind, there is never an exit. Realize that you are not the mind. That's freedom.
And that I do with
No, you hear
stopping
me.
each thought.
You hear instead of continuing with your mind. You didn't stop a split second hearing me. I'm not an information that you have to add to your trends of mind. My information cuts it.
And I like this. But that still might be the mind.
Why you question that? If you question it, it becomes a mind.
That's it. I think that's
Yeah.
it.
Then you
Because it has
prefer
stopped
the habit.
before.
I tell you, you prefer the habits to take your mind as a tool. Just let your mind be cut off for a split second. Don't question. The question is already jumping before I end my sentence.
So, always, I want to finish it now. I have to do one more question. How can I be sure that it's really cut? Because it has
When
been
it's cut, you
a
are
lot
sure.
of ti-
When it's cut only. But allow yourself to be cut off.
And it had been cut, but I still come
It
back.
had been
No, but it had been cut.
What
And
had been?
I still come back because I don't trust it. Because I'm still thinking No,
But
I
it
come back to a
never was
thought which
perfect.
thinks maybe that's only an illusion that it's cut.
But that is the proof. It was an illusion that it was rooted out. Sure, that is the proof. You see, when you realize yourself, those doubts, the mind is unexistent. It doesn't. It has been seen. Its nature is not existent. So whatever comes is not valuable. This
To
doesn't
go on.
come.
Mm-hmm. It maybe comes, but I'm no more following it. Or
Oh, don't.
no?
You are too complicated. You
Yes,
think too
I'm really
much.
complicated,
You
I know.
think too much. Just do it first, and then we can speak.
Okay.
Yes? Okay? Now? Don't have an image of what is a rooted out mind. You look from where this I who sees this running mind comes. You go that direction. Don't look if your mind runs or not, you see. That direction. That roots out. That only roots it out. And stop there. If you ask again a question, there is a train, infinite wagons of questions, in this mind. Infinite. That's why it has to be just now, this decisive, radical determination. I've seen, it is enough, bas. Bas. Enough. And all what looked so essential as questions will be seen as non-existent. But you have to take this firm, you have to get this tremendous desire. Huh? It's like that. Huh? After all, so many years for that. Enough, no?
And
Because of that, you see, it takes years. Because of that. Doesn't matter. And very good, you stopped. Like that. Every time. It fools you to make you think that through this amazing, important question, it will be solved. It is not solved by answering. It is solved by not listening the question.
long enough.
I didn't.
Life goes
No.
on. Life-
No. Life. You go down. You again go down to the body now. We were at least a bit philosophical in the mind. No. You see, what you have been doing, which sadhana you have been doing.
Which what?
Sadhana have you been doing all those years? What have you been doing that you have not heard this? You have to hear this. quieten down.
That's why I like sleeping so much.
No, but it will not help. No, quieten down. Listen, listen. You can do it. Don't sleep. Just quiet. It's good, doesn't matter. Quiet. Too much suffering this head, you know. Here, just be here. Don't go there. Just be here. Do like this. Sometimes just do like this. Don't go anywhere else. Just quieten down. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I've been telling to everybody before that probably you have the experience that you go on changing. You are young, so it's more striking. Your body goes on changing. You grow. All what you can describe from your body is not the same as before. Even in your mind, your thinking is different. And yet, it's you. There is something, somewhere, which is not changing. It's who you are. That you have not to search. You are it ever. You have just not to confuse yourself for this body, which goes on changing, and for this mind, which goes on changing. You have it, but it's not who you really are. So, just quietly close your eyes and don't think of anything. something is still not very clear, you ask me. So, good afternoon.